It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics getting set to match up with the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs begin the game with the basketball. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Derek White has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Celtics have it.
I got ball.
To Hayward. Oh, he had him there for a second. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To DeRozan. Runner here won't go down. Terrific vision. Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To DeRozan. Five to shoot for San Antonio. Doesn't have the touch. No good. And finishes strong.
Your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Defense, let's go. To Aldridge. To Hayward. Oh, had him going there for a second. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Right now, San Antonio's possession to Aldridge. Probing the defense. Down low, Aldridge. Not that time. To Marcus Smart. Jakob Poeltl sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And Boston has the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance of a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Now Greg Popovich going to use a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Kemba Walker picked up by Mills. to Aldridge. Short jumper misses. To Cantor. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Cantor. LaMarcus Aldridge with the block. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Mills in possession. They find themselves down 10. Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your pass.
4-3. His first effort off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Mills in possession. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. Rudy Gay. To Patty Mills. Wide open look, won't go.
They still can't get their first bucket from the field, but still don't let that affect your defense on the other end.
Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Patty Mills to Aldridge. Not that time. To Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Shot misses there by Smart. Mills in possession. Trailing by 14. And he stuffs it down. Now pass stolen by the Spurs. The first quarter's complete. The Celtics way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it. Walker. The monster stuff. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Patty Mills. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Up a dozen. To Marcus Smart. Oh, had him going there for a second. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2 of 4 now.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
To Cunningham. Patty Mills. Fires the three. Rebound, Ojale. To Kemba Walker. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his goal.
Whoa! What a finish!
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head him.
Kemba Walker picked up by Mills. To Jaylen Brown. In the basket, good at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug in the park.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. To Cunningham. Aldridge. The jumper's off the mark. To Marcus Smart for three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Cunningham. Rudy Gay. The shot, almost.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Rudy Gay. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Got it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Had a chance, but it's no good. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Derek White, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Walker into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Hayward. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Gordon Hayward at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Everybody pick up. Dia. Screen coming. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Walker. Fires the 3. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Spurs in possession. To DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
I got him. Here we go.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. DeRozan with it. 14-point deficit. It's Cantor with the board. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's now 4 for 6. Late heat to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Kemba Walker. Holding the defense. Walker. Trying to make his move. Oh, had him going there for a second. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Walker with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Curling inside. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
From the painted area, won't go down. DeRozan to Aldridge. Short jumper off the mark. DeMar DeRozan. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Marcus Smart. And he finishes at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
DeRozan.
Three.
Has a look. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
I got
Walker. To Hayward. Court Hayward. That's how it's done. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's diddling.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Boston with the basketball. Walker. Sizing up the defense to Hayward. Oh, he had him there for a second. Court Hayward. That's how it's done. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot in.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, had him going there for a second. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
The drive, right to the basket. From the outside, no good. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward. He engulfed him that time.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
DeMar DeRozan. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here we go. My ball.
Kemba Walker against Patty Mills. And scores.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. That misses with a second to go. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this one.
Screen coming. Yes. And a foul. Hell of a chance of a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. To Jaylen Brown. Add 2 points to the board.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It's DeRozan.
Hold on. Screen.
To Aldridge. Has a chance, just not going down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
DeRozan to Rudy Gay. DeRozan. And the rebound pulled in by Brown.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth with each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
DeRozan with the basketball. Down a bundle. Nice pass. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Easy pass to the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now a whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Got it from the line. DeRozan to Aldridge. Big finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Celtics have it. Walker to Jaylen Brown. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither.
Ice.
Down to 5 on the 24. DeRozan cleans it up. Offensive board. The follow won't go either. And he draws the contact. LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Stepping in for the Boston Celtics, number 30.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Looking to make something happen. To Hayward. From long range. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
Number 37, Jimmy Oldfield.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. Cashes in for 2.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
DeRozan with the basketball. And hits off a killer step back. Takes stock of the floor. Walker into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Hayward unable to connect.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long everyone.
The Celtics were merciless in this game. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Spurs really lost big in this matchup, and you can tell it was tough on them. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
Game track. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics can confidently say it was the player of their substitutes that was a big reason, if not the biggest reason, for their success today. Tremendous job by the reserves to be impactful in this matchup.
Player of the game.
Tatum gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.